let's talk about Galileo Galilei and his contributions during the Renaissance. Galileo invented the modern view of science, transition from a faith-based science to an observation-based science. In fact, he was the founder of experimental science. Basta science, si Galileo. And he greatly improved on the newly invented telescope. But again guys, let me make this clear that Galileo did not invent the telescope. The telescope was invented by Hans Lippershey. Right? We'll talk about that later about the telescope. Pero again, let me make it clear that Galileo did not invent the telescope. Okay? The telescope was invented by a Dutch lens maker by the name of Hans Lippershey. Alright, so let's talk about now the personal life of Galileo. Alright, so he was born in Pisa, in Italy on Feb 15, 1564. Ayan, so the day after Valentine's. In his middle teens, Galileo attended the monastery school at Vallombrosa near Florence, Italy. And then in 1581, matriculated at the University of Pisa where he was to study medicine. O, diba? So, yun ang kagustuhan kasi ng tatay niya. Gusto ng tatay niya na maging doktor siya. However, he became enamored with mathematics. Na-in love siya. Enamored meaning he fell in love with mathematics. And he decided to make the mathematical subjects and philosophy his profession against the protest of his father kasi nga yung tatay niya gusto siyang mag-aral ng medicine. Then in 1585, Galileo left the university without having obtained a university degree. Aba, college dropout pala to. And for several years, he gave private lessons in the mathematical subjects in Florence and Siena. Alright, then like what I mentioned earlier, Galileo was the father of experimental science. He demonstrated by dropping bodies of different weights from the top of the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa that the speed of a heavy object is not proportional to its weight as Aristotle claims. So ano bang sinabi ni Aristotle? Ito yung isang lighter object and isang heavier object. Pag drinap yung dalawang objects na yan na sabay, obviously yung heavier and the more massive object will hit the ground first. Diba? Yun yung old idea. And that was proposed by Aristotle. Pero si Galileo, hindi nag-eksperimento siya, di ba? He went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. He got the same objects, a lighter object, a less massive object, and a more massive object. Then, drinap niya yan sa Leaning Tower of Pisa at the same time. And, observational science to, lo and behold, yung dalawang objects na yan, they hit the ground at the same time. Nabiruin nyo? And this experiment was actually repeated on the moon by Apollo 15. And nakikita nyo itong astronaut, Apollo 15. So, yan may hammer and a falcon feather. So, nung binitawan ng astronaut yung dalawang objects, the two objects, they hit the lunar soil at the same time. Pero pag ginawa niyan dito sa Earth, yung hammer yung unang babagsak kasi yung feather encounters air resistance, diba? Sa moon, wala namang air resistance. So, sabay sila. Like Galileo had predicted. Alright, so there guys, yan yung legacy ni Galileo. He did not marry, wala pala siyang asawa, but he did have an arrangement with a Venetian woman. Meron pala siyang may shota pala siya, si Marina Gamba, who bore him 2 daughters and a son. Ako, nakatatlong anak pala tong si Galileo, 2 babae. Pero I think yung 2 babae niya naging madre yan, alam ko eh. Yung son, ewan ko lang kung nag-asawa to at may mga apo, I'm not really sure. Alright, in the spring of 1609, he heard that in the Netherlands, an instrument had been invented. Ito na yung si Hans Lippershey, that showed distant things as though they were nearby. This was the telescope of Hans Lippershey. Ayan, no? So, namakitest niya, meron palang ganun na instrumento. So, by trial and error, he quickly figured out the secret of the invention of the telescope, and he made his own. Gumawa siya ng sarili niyang telescope. Alright? So again guys, now let me make this clear that it was Hans Lippershey who came up with the first telescope. Galileo simply figured out the secret of that invention and he made his own telescope. And this was the telescope made by Galileo. It can magnify the distant object 30 times. Ayan, no? And he made public demonstrations of that telescope. And using that telescope, he made important discoveries in astronomy, like the 4 largest moons of Jupiter. And planets are circular disks, not just points of light. Alright, the moon's surface is not smooth. So nakita niyo yung mga craters and mga mountains. And Galileo also discovered sunspots. Kaya nga siya nabulag eh. So I will explain later. And he also observed Venus. Venus exhibit phases just like the moon. And this was crucial. Ito yung ebidensya na hinahanap ni Nicolaus Copernicus. And his observations of Venus nailed the Copernican model. It confirmed the Copernican model of the solar system. Okay, so Galileo discovered the 4 moons of Jupiter. Yan yung tinatawag natin na 4 Galilean moons. Ganymede, Callisto, Europa, and Io. But again guys, no, Jupiter is orbited by 90 moons. Ang nakita ni Galileo yung 4 na pinakamalaki. No, Ganymede, Europa, Callisto, and Io. Alright, then he also observed the rings of Saturn. Ito yung nakita niya parang rabbit's ears. Pero yung rings was later confirmed by Giovanni Cassini. Si Cassini talaga yung naka-figure out na rings pala yan. Pero si Galileo yung una nakakita niyan. Then he also pointed his telescope at the moon. And Galileo saw craters. Galileo saw mountain ranges on the moon. Kaya sabi niya, ay ang buwan pala ay rough. Hindi siya smooth. Hindi siya mala crystal ball. No, just like what many people believed about the moon. The moon has craters, valleys, mountains, just like here on Earth. Alright? And Galileo also discovered sunspots. Siya yung una nakakita ng sunspots. Kaya lang yung kay Galileo, wala siyang solar filter. Tinuro lang niya yung telescope sa araw. Nakita niya to pero nabulag siya. Because of this, he was blinded, na nabulag siya. Ayan. And ito yung mga sunspots na na-drawing niya bago siya nabulag. Galileo talaga. Oh. Huwag natin gagayahin yan. No? Do not observe the sun directly without any solar filter. And he also observed the phases of Venus. So, nakita niyo yung Venus, may mga phases siya. May crescent Venus, may quarter Venus, may full Venus. Parang sa buwan. So, ito, bakit ganun ang buwan? Bakit pag gina-observe natin yung buwan, we observe the moon in phases like may crescent moon, may quarter moon, may gibbous moon. Bakit? Bakit ganon? And there's only one explanation for that the moon revolves around the Earth. Kaya the moon exhibits phases. Ngayon, bakit ang Venus ganon? Why is it that Venus also exhibit phases just like the moon? Well, it shows only one thing, guys. That Venus revolves around the sun. Yun. Venus revolves around the sun. And this was the evidence that Copernicus was looking. Galileo supported the Copernican model. Talagang sinuportahan niya todo to the max. Ito na yung ebidensya. Ito yung ebidensya na tama si Copernicus. Alright, kaya lang ano nangyari? Galileo, increasingly overt Copernicanism, meaning sinuportahan niya, kinampanya niya ang Copernicanism. And that began to cause trouble for him. So several clergymen in Florence lodged complaints against Galileo in Rome. So nagreklamo ang mga pari. No, and Galileo went to Rome to defend the Copernican cause and his good name. Wala makapangyarihan ng simbahan noon So he was tried by the Inquisition. Galileo had not really treated the Copernican theory hypothetically and recommended that a case be brought against him. Wow, by the Inquisition. He was put into trial by the Inquisition. Ang judge dyan ay yung Santo Papa. Biruin nyo yun, guys. And he was pronounced to be vehemently suspect of heresy. Anong ibig sabihin ng heresy? Sinungaling! Manliling lang! Manloloko! Ayan, di ba? And guys, alam niyo ba kung ano yung punishment for heresy? The punishment for heresy is death. Kamatayan! Kaya lang, si Galileo matanda na noon at that time. And bulag pa siya. Bulag siya matanda na siya. So, out of humanitarian reasons, his sentence was commuted to life imprisonment. No? From death to life imprisonment. At parang kunyari nire-reject niya yung teachings, pero tinuloy pa rin niya yung studies. No? Alright, and yun dahil nga sa age niya, pero wala namang bantay na na sundalo sa bahay, basta doon lang siya sa bahay, no? Alright, so by then Galileo became blind and spent his time working with the young and one of them was a young student, no, by the name of Vincenzo Bibbiani, and who was with him when he died on January 8, 1642. Okay guys, so yan yung nangyari kay Galileo. Napakasaklap naman ang nangyari kay Galileo. But I think Pope John Paul made a public apology dun sa descendants ni Galileo. After how many hundreds of years nangyari yun? Ay nako talaga naman, oo. Alright guys, so that was the life of Galileo.